Well, hey everybody. Just want to say a good morning to you, and we're going to do another Bible lesson here. So strap in, and we're going to go ahead and get things going. We're going to be in the New Testament. I'm talking about a guy named Paul. This is from Paul's writings. And if you don't know his story, he was a Jew, but he was like the biggest zealot ever. He was so zealous for Judaism that he was willing to arrange for people's death and imprisonment even for following this Jesus. And so he was on fire, but the wrong way. And so God gets hold of his life, and it's a major turnaround. And so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is about Paul's turnaround. It's in the book of Galatians, Galatians chapter 1, starting in lucky number 13. So it says, "You know what I was like when I followed the Jewish religion, how violently I persecuted God's church. I did my best to destroy it. I was far ahead of my fellow Jews in zeal for the traditions of my ancestors. But even before I was born, God chose me and called me by his marvelous grace. Then it pleased him to reveal his Son to me, so that I would proclaim good news about Jesus to the Gentiles." I love this. This is Paul's big turnaround. It's one of many times that we see that in the Bible. And it's just his account of how he was versus how he is. And I'm here to tell you that right now, that God does this in people's lives all the time. I've known numerous people who have had dramatic turnaround conversions. That the person they were was maybe he was an addict, maybe they were an abuser, and they've come to Christ and they've turned around, they've become good people. Well, as good as we get anyway. And that's what God does. He is in the business of changing lives. He does this every day, day in, day out. This is his business, changing hearts. And I'm here to tell you that no matter where you are in your spiritual journey, no matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, it doesn't really matter. Because God takes us and he redeems it. Because that history that Paul had in his life, the stuff he left behind, the zealous persecutor of the church, God took that and he redeemed it. And he made it into something good. Yes, he had to take some time earning the trust of the church, because go figure, the guy who's been running around arresting us or worse, suddenly he's on our side. Go figure, people didn't trust him. It's going to take a while for us to change, and it's going to take a while for us to earn trust with that change. But I'm here to tell you that for God, things are an instantaneous matter. He changes the heart, and he brings you on the journey to become like Jesus. And it's just one step at a time. That's the way God works. And like I said, it really doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter how small it is. It doesn't matter how consistent those small things are. It doesn't matter how huge it can be. Timothy McVeigh, the man who is responsible for the Oklahoma City bombing back in the 90s, he came to Christ. I have every reason to think from the interviews I heard that he's going to be in heaven. Yes, he was executed for his crimes. He killed numerous people, including children. But he's still going to be there. Why? Because God is gracious. And every single sin that he did, every single sin that I've done, every single sin that you have done, it doesn't matter. God is in the business of turnarounds. So remember that. And that's what I wanted to get you today, to focus on Jesus, because he can do a turnaround in your life. No matter how big you need or how small, he can turn it around. You just got to follow him. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.